Welcome back to game number 2 of today's Genesis Squad Scrims. We are now in Vikendi with the match starting in 30 seconds time. We are back with team number 2 led by Jen Nick. And we have Jen Fitzy and Jen Temp this time round. So in just a moment we will see the flight path for today. And we will see which team manages to win game number 2. Obviously the YouTube team won game number 1, so they'll be hoping to maintain that winning streak as we go into game number 2. We will have game 3 coming after this. And here we go with the flight path starting on the eastern side by the cement factory and ending at the southwestern side of Milner with Winery, Volnova and Hot Springs on the way. And we have Team 15, it being one of the first teams to jump, made up of the NH players. Alongside them we have Team 12, which is the YouTube team, the winners of game number 1. Just after that we have Team 17, Sons of Odin, along with team number 6, made up of the ROG and Zen team. And then we have team number 8, Deathly Hallows, and team 10, Riot. But for now, let's go with team 15, made up of NH as they land near to teams number 9, 3 and 12. And shots are being fired already as a member of the YouTube team, YouTube Jakey, takes down NH Marcus and gets the kill. And shots are still being fired towards the NH team by Team YouTube as they now start pushing towards Peshkova. And NH Dota has just been hit, only lost a little bit of damage. And Jakey now takes down NH Hazy. With Jakey now moving around to get the finish. Koyashi gets the knock and kill on Snipes. And that is NH Dotter taken down by VPR Sean. And Sean then gets the kill. We still have NH Hazy who is knocked and NH Adam who is taken down. So Team 12 get the first squad wipe of today and rack up 4 kills. And now we have Zen Missy going up against Koyashi and gets the kill there. As we now see Team 18 going up against Team 7. And now Nemeris takes down NH Ranger. So let's jump right over to Team 14 as they go up against Team 16. And Verts takes down Gen Badman as Vaka is taken down by NH Nemesis. And likewise it takes down NH Obelisk as Moonin is knocked by Nemesis, who is then knocked by Jacko. And Zen Missy takes down Gen Temp. Verts takes down Gen Nick. And Verts then gets Badman and Missy gets Fitzy taken out. Team number 2. So that now leaves team number 3 and 4 of the Gen team. And let's now visit I Am Game as they take down Gen Tequila. And Susan Jacqueline is also taken down. We still have Damo and Jen Blotz in the furthest warehouse towards southwest. And that is Damo knocked by I Am Game and the Thompson. And NH Pre-Mixed takes down Sons of Odin. Jem Blocks takes down Little Vlad. Jacko takes down NH Pre-Mixed. And Peekaboo takes down Jen Blocks, leaving I Am Game to get the revive on Little Vlad. And here we see the first zone of game number 2. It has moved to the western side, cutting off a fair few teams at the moment, with team number 3, Gen, being the furthest team away from the zone. So they will have to make their way in, possibly coming past team number 9, Deathly Hallows, team number 12, the YouTube team, team 17, Sons of Odin, team 6, Zen, team 8, Deathly Hallows, and team 10, Riot, as well as possibly having to come through a red zone. So at the moment it seems like the odds are stacked against them, but look at this, they are now travelling by water. So with any luck they will be able to avoid all of those teams I just mentioned and possibly come in logically, I would say, between team 7 and team 19, just at the bottom of that coastline, as that will then allow them to avoid any contact with teams, hopefully, on the basis that they are not spotted. But saying that, as they come past team 18, for example, and team 7, they might get spotted then, so those teams may be aware of their presence and may then start looking for those kills. So although I think it's a good idea in what they're doing at the moment, they will just need to be careful and cautious, I would say, as they now start trying to come round. But in saying that, let's now move to team 23, RPG, as they find themselves near to team 16, Sons of Odin. And that is Moonin getting the kill on RPG Daryl. And Python is now trying to get a bit more height as Deathly Hallows Bazza takes down Sons of Odin Grim. And that is Siren helping out and getting the kill on Grim there, with DJ Sniper taking down Tango with an SLR. And Redders is taken down by Sons of Odin Tiger. And Zen Rider takes down Zen Thor. And Bazza takes down Tiger. Sniper takes down Siren. Bazza gets a kill on Tiger there. With Legolas getting the knock on Moonin. Tiger taking down Redders. Sniper taking down Tango and Siren. And then getting the finish on Bazza. And the YouTube team are now going up against Sons of Odin. And Zen Rider takes down Zen Thor and Andy. And Jacko gets a knock on Lola with an Uzi. Effie Tal gets a knock on Zen Venom. And Jacko gets the finish on Lola. And that is Vaka being fired upon by Python, but just managing to get to cover by the tree, and now retreats back towards Moonin as they now group up together. And HD Flash gets a knock, as does Mamraj, and Team ZM gets a knock also, with Pen Cons getting a knock on Deadpool. Right Panda now gets a knock on Zen Neo. And likewise, it takes down Right Ghost, with Nemris jumping in and getting the finish. Pen Vish is killed by explosion as Right Panda then gets the knock on Likewiser. And Legolas gets the knock on Sons of Odin Vaka as Moonin stays in the building at the moment, with Jacko on the right hand side just poking around the corner. Looks as though Python hasn't noticed him there at the moment. And Queenie gets a knock on Right Panda as Right Mystic takes down Queenie. Moonin has now jumped out and taken down RPG Python, who is on the rooftop at the moment. Moonin is now moving over towards Jacko. And Manraj gets the knock on Jen Deneths. And Jen Rolls gets a knock on Manraj. And Jammy, I totally agree with you. It really is not a brilliant zone at the moment, and it is so open apart from the main kind of a couple of areas like Mavatra, Dino Park and VR. If they get cut out in the next zone, it is going to be a very open finish. And if I'm totally honest with you, I don't even know what Smokes would do in this situation, because there is very, very little areas for cover. So if somebody really wanted it, if they had an M249, for example, they could literally just spray the bullets where they like. And the likelihood of it hitting somebody is very, very high. So in around a couple of minutes, we will see what the game is going to do for this zone. As Riot Mystic takes down Little Vlad, Effie Bar gets a kill on Malice. And then it gets the kill on Jen Rolls also. And here comes Right Mystic again. It gets in the knock on Peekaboo with an Uzi. And as we just edge towards the 15-minute mark, roughly halfway through game number 2, we still have 38 players alive, 11 teams alive. And we are watching Team 16 Sons of Odin at the moment, who have 6 kills, as Riot Mystic jumps in and gets the kill on Little Vlad. and Riot Mystic knows that they have a player nearby. Doesn't know exactly the location, but it is I Am Game of Team 20 who appears to be on the right side of the warehouse. And Riot Mel has just been taken down by I Am Game, who is taken cover by the wooden boxes. Riot Mystic is now trying to move in with a molly. I Am Game pushes right and is taken down by Riot Mystic. Panda is now getting the revive on Riot Mel. And here we go with the zone just moving in a little. So we still have the majority of the coastline. We have Mavatra, we have Dino Park, and we have VR still in play at the moment. So the zone's not too bad. It could be better, but there are still 3 main locations where some cover can be taken, shall we say. And I think that based on the zone and the way that it has reduced, I think that we could be looking at potentially a Mavatra finish. And with that being such a, I would say, compacted compound, there are a few houses just grouped together, so there isn't going to be a real sense of, spatial awareness, shall we say. I think all the teams are going to be really compacted, really closed in, and I think this may be where we see a fair few grenade shots. And I think that if the zone does end in Mavatra, I think some of them could be very, very impressive. And now Sons of Odin Moonin goes up against YouTube Nifty and takes him down.
Triangle.
And we now have all chats accompanying this stream, so we will now know exactly what they are thinking.
Sean, you're listening to what I'm saying, right?
Takes down Proxy.
Well, if you want center zone, you can go here then.
And they are now trying to get center zone.
I don't know what Jake's doing. Jake's waiting for you. Bro, you're going to the wrong mark. And, no, go there. Okay, take... Yeah, shoot. Jake's just missing all his shots. Where are you going, Sean? Go to my mod. Just head to the mod. Oh my god. Oh. Jake's running, I think. What is Jake doing? Sean, can you pick up Jake? Sean, pick up Jake. You're gonna have to pick him up. Sean, stop carrying on driving. Go around. No, just go for Jake. You don't... Here, on your... Jake, camp, and... home. No, you're going into the enemy, Sean. Wrong way, Sean. Jake's gonna camp in the compound, I think. Oh, there's enemies in the compound. Sean, go to the rock. Or you can smoke Jake. Jake, they're running in the open. There's a guy running in the open. Shoot him. Oh my... Are you blind? Jake's blind. You can third party that guy. He marked him for you. Jake, Sean, do something useful. Jake marked a guy. Try and third party. Oh my god. Oh my god.
And after that brief interlude, we are now back with the scrim. Hopefully they have now realised that they're on all chat and have turned it off. Sean, if you're watching, I'm sorry. So now the play zone has taken down Sons of Odin Venus. We have Fuji getting a knock on Lionheart's Alpha with the MK14. And we are still with team number 10, Riot, who are crouched behind a wall at the moment. They have team 13, NH, over at 310. They have team 21 over to the left-hand side. Sons of Odin Venus gets the kill on YouTube Jakey as Riot Mystic gets the knock on NH Flareon. And FE Mama takes down Salty Snakes Alex. We have Riot Mystic shooting towards Team 13. And that is an explosive kill. And FE Mamraj takes down Zen Rider, so let's move straight over. And at the moment we see Phil underwater at the moment. His health is being damaged. He has the right team over at 105 East. And Phil is now inside the blue zone. Team 21 FE are looking for him. He is managing just to take cover at the moment. Shots have been fired. Looks as though Bar is just underneath him, with Mama being taken down. And that is Bar down. Looks as though Phil will now be taken down by the play zone as Rog Fallen takes down Memraj. And we are now with Team 6. We're looking at Mr. Knight at the moment. And Mr. Knight almost takes down a member of Riot Mystic with the G36. They're all inside the building at the moment, with Mystic just managing to get through the window before any real damage was done. Team 6 are just outside of zone at the moment with Team 10 on the inside, so they will need to make a move out on the open very shortly. And Team 6 are now starting to push Right, Panda is taken down. And that is right, Panda finished off. Right, Mel is taken down too, as is Mystic being taken down by Zen Naughty. Lionheart's Blue has just taken down CL Shay with the M249. And Fuji now gets the knock on Fallen, with Knight throwing smokes at the moment. And Knight is now managing to revive Rogue Fallen. And Nugget gets the kill on Alpha. And Knight is now shooting towards Team Salty Snakes, who are Team 19 up towards South, with Rogue Fallen getting the kill on NH Duke. And Lionheart's Blue takes down Avery, with Fuji taking down Lionheart's Blue. And that is Sirius getting the finish on Blue. So we now have Lionheart's Matt just on the outside of zone at the moment, coming right for Team 19. And Knight gets the knock on NH Duke, with Flareon getting the knock on Fallen, and then takes the kill. And then Belly comes in and gets the kill on Flareon. Fuji takes down Lionheart's Matt. So we now have our top three with Salty Snakes. We then have Zen for Team 6, and we have Team 16, Sons of Odin. And Sons of Odin Vaca is taken down by Finn God, with Sirius getting the finish. Jacko has taken down Finn. Fuji is now healing up and is now retreating back towards the small compound. And Mr. Knight takes down Sons of Odin Jacko. So it is now Team 19 going up against Team 6 for the win. And here we have a 3v3 at the moment, with Fuji, Avery and Sirius of Team 19. We have Mr. Knight, Zen Naughty and Belly of the Zen Team, Team 6. All players are behind cover at the moment. I think they're going to have to rely on grenades just a little bit to try and get them to move out. All teams seem to be just about in zone 2. And a molly is thrown, but just doesn't get enough of a hit on them to make them move their location. And here we go, Belly's taken down by Fuji. And Sirius get the finish. So it's now Knight and Naughty against Avery, Fuji and Sirius. But briefly, let's move over to Zen Naughty and see what they can see. And that is Avery taken down by Naughty and the Grozer. We have Sirius moving around on the right hand side and Molly is being thrown towards him. We have Fuji trying to get the revive on Avery at the moment. And Avery has been revived. And that is Naughty taken down by Sirius. Mr. Knight taken down Fuji with the M249. And here we go. Sirius is now the last team member standing. And that is it. Salty Snakes managed to get the win with 6 kills. We then find Zen in second with 10 kills. We find Sons of Odin in third with 9. Lionhearts in fourth with 2. NH in fifth with 1. And CL Shay, Kayashi and Nugget in sixth with 2. With Riot finishing off the top 7 with an impressive 10 kills. If you have enjoyed this stream, please follow the channel with new content added daily. And for those of you wondering, Sean didn't go and pick up Jack. He just didn't make it. We will be back in just a moment for game number 3. And who knows what will happen. This is Genesis Squad Scrims. I am Ab Summer and we will be right back.